Welcome, Conjurers, I'm Dicebag, and this is Crytures, my monster collecting tabletop RPG. This video in particular is part of a live stream from my personal channel, where I'm running a West Marches style campaign every month. Last time, our party took the plunge into an ancient structure they just discovered, and while poking around, they woke something up that they didn't expect. They are now bracing for combat and rolling initiative. Richard is the highest initiative, so he gets to take the first move.
Alright, hold on, I'm getting the combat actions back up really quick. Alright, so I am going to... let me think here. I guess I need to move myself a little bit so that way I can shoot a blast off at one of the creatures, the enemy creatures. I think that should be able to. Can I shoot? Can I blast up one of the creatures from where I'm currently at? Would I move it over there?
You can hit two of them from there. If you target the middle spot there, that'll hit both the creepies.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, the ping still doesn't work properly on my end. It keeps showing you like off to the side of it all for some reason.
Okay.
So, but I can hit both those creatures right there across from me with a staff blast.
Right.
All right, then I am going to do that then. Staff blast.
All right, that is 2 hits for 4 damage.
Yep, and that
flash
is
of magic
all I can
emanates
do.
from your staff, and they curl up in a defensive position as they're hit by the force of it. They're a little singed, but not too much. And Carolee is next.
From where she's still sitting on the ground, she'd probably try and aim one of her hand crossbows and fire at this Krivine.
That is also 2 hits for 3 damage per hit. Actually, wait a second. It says sense plus ranged plus 2. What's her sense and ranged?
Her sense is 2.
And her ranged?
Zero.
Okay. Just double checking. So that is 2 hits. Six damage. The shot grazes by him and he staggers a bit. And Psychic is up next.
Abs. Psychic will do a psychic screech, seeing where everyone is targeting. And continue the assault.
Alright, let me get up freaking Psychic Screech.
power plus telepath versus
All right.
evasion.
So which one you targeting? Again? The middle one?
Yes.
Alright. 1667947. Alright, good news. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. For what? 15 damage? Right?
3 points of damage per hit, and the target becomes distracted.
And distracted. Alright, he's not in melee, so that's not really gonna make much of a difference right now. How was that? Alright, Torkish. Unless Psyche wants to move.
Psyche will probably just hide behind Richard, seeing him as the perfect meat shield.
Alright. Torkish
Just
is
like
up
the demon
next.
spawn that cat is. Yep. So you see immediately minor action first as Torkish is going to fire up. As you just
Alright.
see like the flame in his head start to like heat. You see like almost like the change of colors as it heats up. And then he's going to shoot a flare at the closest one of those two. What are the two creatures they summoned?
Creebean?
Yeah. You said Creebean?
Creebean, yeah.
Creebean. He'll shoot a flare at the nearest Creebean.
Alright.
Alright, and these all get a +1 to the rolls on all the dice, correct?
That's right.
Alright, so nope, it's saying the stupid flare thing button doesn't work.
Ah, great.
So power and ignition. So let me look that up really quick here. So his power is power for Torkish is 7. Ignition is where's ignition on here?
It should be 1.
Okay, yeah, I see. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so that's 8d10s then. Yeah, okay, gotta get the advanced roller because it only goes up to 6. So 8s, d10s.
Oh, yeah, does your token have like the list of numbered d10s on its actions?
Well, I mean, like it lists like what everything has, like stat wise, but not for the attacks. It doesn't list those.
Okay.
So it just okay, and then +1 too, because I could go ahead and add the +1 to this. Well, that may add it to the whole roll, may not add it to just the dice. So we'll
Yeah,
see
it
here in
won't
a
work
second.
the way it's supposed to.
Ooh, okay. So there's a
Okay.
crit for 1 already.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
That'll be
1, 2,
8.
3,
That'll be
4,
7. Yeah.
6, 8. Yeah, that is 8 between the bonus and the fact that he is a plant and very flammable.
Yep. And
8
if he
hits.
somehow survives this, yeah, for a crit, it's +1 hit, and the target becomes wounded if he survives.
He does not survive.
Just whoosh.
It burns right through him, and he returns to Binding Crystal.
All right.
All right, Ed is up.
Ed sees the plant, the big guys with the weapon, and decides to put the shield away, bring out the lumber axe, and say, "You want to see me chop wood? I shall chop wood." And goes directly past the Creebean to attack this wooden person directly.
Creebean's gonna get an opportunity attack if you do that.
Ed does not care.
Alright.
He is focused.
Let's see. Let me pull up some of this. What is Ed's deflection?
5.
5? That's quite a few hits. 4 hits, 3 damage per hit, so 12 damage to Ed.
Points have been deducted.
Yep.
It's like with probably a piercing from that little spear of his. Like, no, not the cactus wounds again.
Alright, what's Ed's gonna do with his major action?
He's gonna lumbar axe this fellow.
Alright. Let's see, hold up. I have to check equipment. Because I didn't prepare these guys ahead of time. Alright, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And let's see, 3 damage per hit. That's a good.
One of those is a crit.
Yeah, I counted that in.
Alright.
So that's 18 damage. Alright. You bring down your lumber axe on this guy and he raises his shield and absorbs a few blows and some of the wood goes flying. Now it's Carolee's Creebean's turn.
Alright. Creebean is going to speed of 4, that means it can move 4 spaces.
Right.
So, but it's all the way out here, so how far in would it be able to move, considering there's at least 3 or 4 people in front of it?
Well, you can move through your allies' spaces.
So, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it will leaf blade this Creebean.
Alright.
That's 2 crits.
Alright, so let's see. You do need an 8 to hit because he's resistant to the plant attacks, but let's see, we got 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 2 of those are crits. So that's what? 15 damage?
3 damage per hit. The crits add 1 hit, and the target becomes wounded.
Yep. Alright, he is scuffed up. You got some deep cuts on his fleshy plant body. And it is getting angry. Let's see. Mark him for wounded. And now it is this guy's turn. Uh-oh. They are both on the same... what do you call it?
Same initiative order.
Nah. They're both pulling from the same stats. There we go. Alright. So this guy on the left of Ed is going to whip out his sword and take a slash at Ed. Let's see. Ed's got what, 5 deflection?
Yes.
Alright. That is 2 hits. And let's see. I gotta check my equipment again. Oh wait, that's not right. Wrong weapon. Scratch that. 1 more die, and it's a miss anyways. Alright. So what did I say? 2 hits for 6 damage, 3 hits apiece, 3 damage per hit. And the other guy... Actually, hold on. I think that dude is also going to do a block. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, he is going to get into a guard position and hold his shield out in front. So he gains 2 stacks of block here. So what that will do is basically negate 1 hit for each stack. And is there no shield icon in the... Okay, there's one. There we go. Now the other guy will basically do the same. Take a stab at you with the sword. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. So that is 18 damage to Ed. And then he also will block with his shield. Let's see.
How's Ed looking? Oh, he's muted right now.
Ed ain't looking so good.
Nope.
Get out of there, Ed! Don't be a hero!
Surrounded. I am surrounded. I do not know what to do except what I do.
Alright, now the Creebean's turn is here, and he will also Leaf Blade Carolee's Creebean. Let's see. Let's see, Strength plus Leaf. Alright, yeah. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 hits? So 15
Deflection
damage
of
to Creepy.
6. 15. Woof.
Uh-huh. Alright. Back around to Richard.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I was refreshed to see because it's not showing Richard on the turn order at all. So
It's not
great.
showing Ed either.
yeah.
He's there on my turn order.
Oh, it's not showing it for me, but I mean, Richard he's gonna move over 1, and then can I try to staff blast these 2? The crybeat is the crybeat that's right here across from me? Is that the enemy one?
Yeah.
Can I try to blast that and the guy behind him without hitting Ed?
I don't think so.
How bad are you looking, Ed?
You want actual numbers?
I would prefer an actual number to decide if I want to make this decision or not.
19 out of 55.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna rush forward, and I'm just gonna whack on this crybeam with my staff.
Alright.
So, alright, let's see how this goes.
That is 3 hits.
All right, I forget how much damage a normal staff attack does.
2 damage. It's right in the chat. So
Oh, that's
he's taking
right.
6 damage there.
All right,
All right. He is well past half health.
all right. No, I
And
think well, I'm trying to remember what my speed is for Richard. Because I think I might be able to. I can move because if I still have some speed left, I can move backwards too, couldn't I? As well.
no, you can't break up your move actions in a turn.
Dang it. Okay, I forgot. So, all right, I guess it's going to be Richard's turn then.
All right. Carolee is up.
Hera's going to stand up and lean against the wall. And she is going to slowly move along the wall using Richard and Legume to get to the other wall. And she says, I picked it up. I might as well use it. And she's going to try and use her new Viridian scepter or staff against this fellow.
All right. Do you have the stats for the scepters?
I can find it. Is Scepter Blast is intellect plus magic. So that's 5d10.
All right. And that's quite a few hits. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm saying all of those hit. So that's what, 2 damage per? Is it? 3 damage, okay. So
Yes,
15 damage
3
to
damage
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, he has 2 blocks, so it's only 3 hits. So you're down to
Still something.
9 damage. Alright, so it blasts his shield out of the way, but you get a couple shots in the volley. And Psychic is up next.
Since Psychic can move through allies, she is going to get angry seeing her Ed so weak and run all the way, bouncing off of Legume and Ed to land in between the two knights. And
if you do that, she's gonna take 3 opportunity attacks.
she moved from here. So 1, 2, 3. She's trying, then she'll just move closer because she is slightly smarter than Ed. And then she will ego whip this one.
Which one? I didn't see that. Alright. Okay, let's see.
So much going on in one small place.
Once again, that is all hits. Let's see.
With a crit.
Yeah, with a crit. Let's see, that's 8 hits. Yeah, let's see. 24 damage. That is enough.
With the crit is +1. That's great. And you can just hear, and Ed hears in Crystal while everyone else hears a Ed hears, "No one hurts my human."
Okay, well, the wooden figure in his armored get-ups, you just hear, and he kind of clenches his head and crumples over and expires on the floor there. So he is down. And it is Torkish's turn again.
Am I okay? Is Torkish actually able to do a flare at anyone, or is there too much happening in his way to be able to get to anything?
You can hit the Kree Bean, no problem. Allies don't count against your targeting.
One, two. Trying to think, because I'm trying to get here. Oh, he can move a little bit, so I'm going to do 1, 2 here. So I'll move him for his minor action, and then I will try to. Now we'll shoot a flare over to hit the guy in the back.
If you're aiming for the guy in the back, then they're going to take a penalty for having the other Kree Bean in the way. Allies don't count against you, but enemies do.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, then I'll just go for the Kree Bean then.
All right.
Let's see if I can get the flare thing to work this time. Nope, still doesn't want to work.
Well, I tried clicking on the Torkish. All of its stuff is abilities and stuff appear to be missing.
Well, I can still see all his abilities when I open up his character sheet and stuff.
That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, which was hold on.
There.
Remind me again, his flare attack uses what again?
Power plus ignition, which should be 8.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that I had that right in my head. All right, so let's get 8 D10s here. And here we go. Shooting another ball of fire splash from Torkish's head over Richard to go hit this Crybeam. That's and +1 still as well because he's empowered.
+1 for empowered, and then +2 for weakness. So you're
that's right.
You're shooting for a target of 3 with all those bonuses. So that is hits across the board. 8 hits for 3 damage apiece. That thing is burnt to a crisp. Just hear it going unga boonga, and a big ball of fire lobs from behind Richard over there and lands square in the thing's face.
It's like door.
So it
Nice.
burns to a crisp and dissolves back into its binding crystal.
Right, so we just got the one guy left.
And it is Ed, son of Edward's turn.
Ed, feeling weak, decides, okay, this is annoying, and pulls out one of his health potions. And
I believe that's a flat 20 health.
right, 1d20.
No, not 1d20, just 20.
Oh. Either way.
He's back up over half.
Yep.
So that's his minor action.
He takes his lumber axe and goes, "Ugh, I hit your friend, you hit me, now I hit you again!" And lumber axe away.
Alright. Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3 hits on this guy. And he has 2 blocks at the moment, so a couple hits are absorbed by his shield before you knock it out of the way, and the last one scrapes against his armor and leaves a gash for 3 damage. Alright. And Carolee's Creebean is up.
Seeing Ed's brave example, it moves forward, does a fancy little spin move, or tries to, and lunges with a leaf blade.
Alright.
Tries to do a little Zorro action.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits and the crit. Alright, so 12 damage, and he is now wounded. Alright. And it is now his turn. So he... Let's see. He, being cornered, is of course going to raise his shield again to defend himself, and then lunges once again at Ed, shouting, "For the Sylvan Lord!" And let's see, what is his attacks again? Ed's got deflection of 5, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. So 15 more damage on Ed.
Right, because of 2 of those hits, that's a meets it, beats it.
Right.
So you said 15?
15.
That's roughly half.
Alright. And we're back around to Richard, who is in a position.
Yeah, I can't really move anywhere to try to get to this guy, can I?
You can move through allies, I guess.
Alright, so... Alright, then I will move to try to get around Ed to get the other side, and I will just go whackety-whack with the staff.
Well, you probably hear, what did you just say about touching earlier?
Not this. Nah, well, I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to figure out how to make a joke while still keeping it PG rated. So
It's PG-13,
like
it's fine.
like not that kind of staff. And I just go bring my. Because mostly I'm just trying to like get rid of the block on that this dude's got right now.
Right.
So that way when it's time for the creatures to attack, we can just finish it off. So let's see here. That didn't work.
Also, I
that was
almost forgot to take his wound damage. Okay.
so that was
Against deflection?
it's
That's
that was supposed to be Richard doing it. I just forgot to switch it.
I figured. So let's see. That is only 1 hit, unfortunately.
Oof.
So you do knock off one of his blocks. And then Carolee is up. Let's mop this guy up. Make your attacks. Let's get this fight over with.
Kara looks at her staff, looks at the last standing knight, and says, in the name of the Viridian Order, you, traitor, shall perish, and releases another scepter blast.
Alright. Let's see the roll. Let's see. That is 4 hits on this guy. So let's see, he's got 1 block, so 3 hits. That is 9 damage with the scepter. Alright. He is staggered and on his last bit of health here. If he wasn't a tree, he would be panting. So, Psyche is up next.
If it's on its last leg, Psyche would probably just ignore all of the psychic power she has and just jump into the fray with Tooth and Claw and do a basic attack. If she can find a way to reach. She'd be able to get around. She's fast.
Sure, just make the roll. That is 2 hits. Oh, 6 damage. He's got a cat clawing on his legs and still fighting you off. Torkish.
He won't be. Oh, he's not going to be for much longer.
Yeah, not much longer.
I think I'm going to add insult to injury. I'm going to empower my Torkish one more time. So it's going to be up to 2 now. And then he's going to blast the final flare right at the right at the weird humanoid tree knight dude.
All
It's like
So you're going for the head.
Tor. It's like a Kamehameha fire just shoots out of this guy's head, Torkish's head. All right, let's see how this goes. 8d10.
8d10.
Which I'll get a plus. And because it's a tree thing, do I get the advantage on this too, or no?
Yeah, sure.
So that'll be +4 then to all of the rolls then.
+4. You basically can't
Let's
miss.
see here.
Hey, look at that. 8 hits. Alright. He is burnt to a crisp, and his body goes limp.
I just see, I picture it like this, like the Kamehameha fire just shoots towards his head, and it blasts, right through this guy, and all that's left is, 2 stumps from its feet. It's tree feet.
Yeah.
All that's left.
Then Crystal just peering up over the feet and just shakes off the soot and just hisses at Torkish.
And Torkish just kind of looks, if it could make a sarcastic look at the psychic, it'd be like, Torkish, as a way of saying, you're welcome.
Alright. So, you are now safe. Both of these things are down. They, singed in dead bodies, apparently dead. They're trees, so I don't know. They're all at your feet. The binding crystals are laying on the ground beside them that they used.
Should we take the binding crystals?
Carol would definitely say take them. If we can't do anything with them, Legume can at least be powered up.
Alright. So I guess we'll grab the binding crystals. Is there anything else that we can salvage from the 2 humanoids?
They've got, their weapons and armor and stuff.
Yeah, which I don't think I can use anything like that currently.
They are decked out with a set of plate armor and arming swords, and the shield is actually part of their bodies.
Is there any kind of symbols or anything on their armor?
Nothing you recognize, really.
But there is symbols on their armor that they're wearing.
Sure, there's decorations and patterns and stuff.
I think I would take one of I would grab one of the 2 plates that's the least charred, and I would just kind of put that, attach that to my backpack, be like, I think we need to take this back in town and figure out what the heck these guys were talking about. I mean, the Sylvan Lord, Verdant King?
They are definitely referring to the Viridian Order, but I don't know if they even realize how much time has passed.
Yeah, we should head back to town and see if we can maybe find some answers to the new questions I now have. Because Richard just kind of looks between Ed and kind of I think I'm good on exploring for today.
All right. So, you guys want to head back to town and call it a session with this one?
I think we're good.
All right,
yeah,
well.
I'm good with that.
You actually picked up some loot this time. So,
we got
be...
two binding crystals containing crybeans.
Crybeans, yep.
Crybeans, and a slightly charred plate of armor that we can hopefully use to answer some questions.
So that would be in Richard's inventory then.
The plate, yeah, the armor would be charred plate armor.
I think Ed would probably collect the binding crystals since Carolee is gonna need all the strength she does have to just get back.
Mm-hmm. And you also got, how many knives did I say?
3.
3 knives.
And a scepter.
Throwing knives, by the way. If I didn't specify that.
Oh, cool.
So you got those 3. Do you want to, I don't know, strip the guys of all their other stuff? They got arming swords as well.
I personally see no use for anything else from off these guys. So if Leon, if you want to take any of them, have at it.
Ed's got plenty of weaponry. Richard needs some extra attack. So Ed's gonna collect the swords and put them in Richard's arms and say, "You need more attack. Train."
I feel like as he puts them on my head, like my legs are shaking, like as I'm trying to like hold all this weaponry he just gave me.
Yeah, Richard might not have that much inventory space.
Plus, it's like he doesn't need to attack. Have you seen his Torquish?
That is not enough.
I think Torquish would disagree.
Then give him the swords, coward. And Ed just starts to walk away.
It's like he's a living flamethrower.
Behind him.
I'm like following, like just yelling behind him. He's a living flamethrower. He doesn't need a sword. He's not a squumper.
All right. So, with that, I assume you'll head back to town and take inventory of what you got, and we'll total up your findings and experience and all that, and then you guys, maybe you can use the downtime action channel to actually like do some research or something. I don't know.
I think now that we actually came across something that actually provides like some story potential, I think that'll definitely be possible to do now. So
yeah, you'll probably get
Carol
a good
would
chunk of
definitely
experience out of this too.
Carol would definitely take the lead in the report and the research.
Alright.
Oh, so what I hear is you're going to be doing the report again, the after session report.
Yeah, Karen needs some experience. She's earned it.
Alright then.
She can write up the report while she's resting and recovering.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. Thanks for watching, and since you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But most importantly, leave me some feedback in the comments. The game is still in development, so I'd like to hear what people think. And if you want to see more, I've got all these sessions on a playlist that you can watch back to back. There's also a bunch of links in the description for other places that you can find creatures. So, until next time, farewell, conjurers, and may you walk the waking dream.